The future of the cigarette companies is clearly elsewhere, in countries where regulations are rudimentary or non-existent. And to penetrate those markets, the industry creates powerful imagery adapted to each culture and uses any and all means to distribute its products.
Internationally, one very effective strategy is first to flood the market with brand products before they arrive officially. How? You simply smuggle the stuff in. Whether the operation is organized by the industry or by the distributors, the results are the same. Major international brands appear in a number of markets selling for much less than they should be. Once a market is flooded by this vast quantity of smuggled goods, it's much easier for the industry to go to the government of these countries and say, listen, you're losing 20 or 30% of tax revenue because this contraband is being smuggled in. So help us to set up in your country, to distribute or even manufacture this product, because it's an easy way for you to recover this lost tax revenue.
The tobacco industry expects a 16% increase in tobacco use in Africa to make up for the 8% drop in consumption in Western Europe, which means that today, people in Africa are a favored target of the tobacco industry. Tobacco products are everywhere. They're easier to get than food. You might have to walk a kilometer to buy a bag of sugar, but only 2 meters to buy cigarettes. Niger, like all African countries, has enough scourges to deal with: AIDS, malaria, meningitis, famine. Do we need more scourges that could be avoided?
In the African markets, the industry has really pulled out all the stops in developing communication, marketing, and promotional policies. There are free samples. They give cigarettes away by the handful to get people to smoke. There's sponsorship of various kinds, like sports sponsorship, music sponsorship.
To hook young people, the tobacco industry launches symbolic brands of cigarettes with a strong message aimed at youth. For example, the latest brand Philip Morris introduced in Niger is called Visa. They launched a brand called Visa after market research showed them that these days, young people are only interested in one thing: not going to school, not going to university, but getting a visa for the United States, France, Canada, and so on.
Ça, c'est des avis pour enfants, Marlboro, les bébés. Donc, il va grandir avec le Marlboro dans son esprit, quoi.
She says there's no food in the house, but he'd rather spend his last coins on cigarettes than on food for the children. How can I stop him now that he's addicted? Some kids who don't have enough money to smoke will beg their parents, give me 25 francs, give me 50 francs. And when you can't get the money from your parents, what do? You start to steal. She says, if there is a power that could put a stop to the sale of cigarettes once and for all, we would be the happiest women in the world.
There is no industry behind AIDS pushing people to contract AIDS. There's no ad campaign promoting AIDS, so awareness campaigns are useful with AIDS. But with tobacco, dramatic action is called for. We must demonize the tobacco industry, which is not a responsible organization. It's a criminal consortium.
You certainly requested me.
You're a lawyer. He always wants to see lawyers.
He liked them young, 13, 14. Sold them poison loaded with an addictive drug. He seduced them, lured them in. The poison ate away their bodies, but the drug kept their brains hooked on it. And when they got too old or died, he just went after more kids.
How'd he get away with it for so long?
He ran a tobacco company.
Will the industry react when it really is on the ropes, like what they are, racketeers? I don't know. And I don't know because they're not on the ropes. They're winning.